changes.
Hi, I'm Landon, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of all the blocks in the variables category. If you want to make a new list, there's this button at the bottom of the variables category that says make a list. And you can make a list much like you can make a variable by giving it a name. I'll call it new list, and then you can also restrict it to just this sprite or make it visible and accessible to all sprites, and I'll leave it as it is. So here's our empty list. There's nothing inside of it. It's called new list, and it's pretty great. So why don't we add something to our list? And we can do that with our first block here, add thing to list, right? So it doesn't have to be thing, of course. We can change it and add a number, or we can add we can add thing if we want. Or we can add like an equation, just like that, or we can add true, whatever we want. So we can add to our list, and then we can also delete things from our list. All we have to do is give it the index of where it is in the list. So let's say I want to delete 1 plus 1 in our list. Then I can put 3, and now 1 plus 1 is gone. It's not there anymore. Well, what if I want to delete thing from our list? Then I can put 2 because it's at index 2, and then when I run this, thing is now gone. If I want to delete everything from my list, then I can use this block, the delete all block, and if I run this, now there's nothing in my list, it's empty. So let's add a couple of other things to our list. So let's add back true, let's add apple to our list, let's add 5 to our list, let's add just a couple other things so that we can further demonstrate the rest of the blocks. Cool. So we have a couple things in our list, and now I can show you what the next block is. It's this insert thing at index, and what this will do is it will just add, instead of it adding a new item to the top of the list, or at the bottom of the list rather, it's just we can tell it where we want to add a new item. So let's say I want to add a new item at index 3, and I want to add code ninjas, just like that. And now we have code ninjas at index 3. Next, we can replace things in our list. So let's say, actually, I don't want code ninjas at index 3. Instead, I want to replace that with banana. Sweet. So code ninjas is not in our list anymore. Instead, it's a banana. Next, we can get some information from our list. We can give it an index, and then it will return what is at that index. So if I want to see what is at index 3 and run this, it will say at index 3 is banana. I'm like, oh, sweet. And if I want to know where the apple is in the list, I'm like, where's the apple? It's like, oh, it's at index 2. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's good information to know. I'm glad you have that block, so I now know that. Thank you. And then we have this. That just tells us the length of our list. It has 6 items in it, so it returns 6. Next, we have this block. This returns true or false if an item is in our list or not. So thing is not in our list, but if I say, does it contain 2? We do. We do have a 2 in our list, so it returns true. And then the last 2 blocks in the variables category is show list and hide list, and this works much like show variable and hide variable. This is just toggling its visibility in the preview. So if I want it to be visible in the preview, I can run this block, show list, or I can hide the list by running this block, and now it's invisible. I can also do this same here by clicking this check mark by the name new list, and I can toggle whether it's visible or not here in the menu. And that will wrap up my video on all the blocks in the variable category. I hope this was helpful and informative. Thank you for watching.